ancient Irish Celtic lore, there's the story about the first person who landed on the shore of what we call Ireland. And he was a poet, a warrior. And his name was Aberdeen. He landed on the shore, and the first encounter he had was with a goddess. This is a pre-Christian story. At his first encounter with a goddess, she said to him, "Who are you?" Well, that's the most important question. And he told her. And then the second question is, what are you going to do about it? And that's where he got into trouble. He said, "I'm here to conquer." And the goddess shuddered. She said, "All right then, if you must, but name the island after me." He said, "I will. What is your name?" And she said, "My name is Bonva." Bonva. He said, "That's what the name will be, the land of Bonva." So he went further inland, and it wasn't long before he encountered a second goddess. And she said, "My sister tells me you're up to no good." And regardless of what she said, "I want you to name the land after me." He said, "I will. What is your name?" And she said, "Fola. Fola." And he said, "I will." And he left and went further inland. And as you can imagine, since all things come in threes, he met a third goddess in the heart of the country. And she didn't even let him speak. She said, "You'll name the land after me. And my name is Eru." Eru. And from that day until this, the land has been named after her. For Eru in Old Irish became Era in Middle Irish, and Ire in Modern Irish, the land of the goddess. So this little chant, calling this once, based on that story, begins with the question, who am I? Who am I in the wonder? Who am I in the war? Who am I in the wonder? Who am I in the war? Who am I in the darkness? Who am am the roar of the ocean.
I am the roar of the ocean. I am the roar of the ocean.
I am the salmon swimming in the river. I am the salmon swimming in the river.
I am the salmon swimming in the river. I am the salmon swimming in the river.
I am the salmon swimming in the river. I am the salmon swimming in the river.
I am the salmon swimming in the river. I am the salmon swimming in the river.
I am the eagle soaring in the sky. I am the eagle soaring in the sky.
I am the eagle soaring in the sky. I am the eagle soaring in the sky.
I am the eagle soaring in the sky. I am the eagle soaring in the sky.
I am the eagle soaring in the sky. I am the eagle soaring in the sky.
I am the teardrop of the sun. I am the teardrop of the sun.
I am the teardrop of the sun. I am the teardrop of the sun. I am the teardrop
Once upon a time, there was a kingdom. And the kingdom was next to a forest. And hunters would hunt in the forest. And people would go into the forest, explore. But one day, as people were going into the forest, they didn't come out. And this happened repeatedly. Whoever went into the forest didn't come out. And so they put a sign in front of the forest, and it said, "Don't go in there." And they didn't. For a long time. And then one day, a happy explorer came wandering along, showed up in the kingdom and said, "Any adventures here in this kingdom? Anything I can do?" And somebody said, "Well, we could tell you about the forest," but he said, "Oh, tell me." They said, "Well, people go into that forest and never come out." And as soon as the happy explorer heard about this, he said, "That's just the kind of thing I'm looking for." So he goes into the forest. But unlike the other folks that went into the forest, he looked around and waited for whatever it was that caused people not to come out of the forest. And he happened to wait by a pond. And he had a dog with him. And as he was waiting by the pond, he noticed that a hand came up out of the pond, grabbed the dog, and pulled him under. "Well," the happy explorer said to himself, "this must be the place." So he went back to the kingdom, gathered a bunch of people together with buckets, returned to the pond, and did what is known in psychological work, parlance that is, bucket work. Little by little, dipping his bucket into the pond, pouring it out on the land, all the people together did their bucket work. And sure enough, he drained the pond enough so they could see at the bottom of the pond was a large, hairy man, an orangish color. They captured this hairy dude, and they brought him back to the kingdom. And from that day, there was no problem going into the forest. But now the story takes a different turn. For the hairy man, sometimes called Iron John, was put into a cage for everybody to see in the center of the courtyard in the kingdom. Sure enough, everybody would pass by the hairy guy. They were kind of fearful of him, even though he was in a cage, because he had hair all over his body. And one day, the little boy, prince of the kingdom, walked in front of the cage, and the hairy man spoke to him and said, "Could you open the cage for me, please?" Well, the boy was shocked and ran away. The next day, out of curiosity, he came back. He stood in front of the cage, and the hairy man said to him, "Would you please open the cage for me? Pretty please?" Now the little boy was intrigued by this request, so he responded to the hairy man and said, "If I let you out, my parents would be very upset." Sure enough, as the little boy considered this, he said, "If I let you out, my parents will be upset. What will I do? And he said to the little boy, well, you'll just have to jump up on my shoulders and run off into the forest with me. That intrigued the little boy. So the little boy went into the castle and he found the king, or found the key to the cage. And it was lying underneath the pillow where his parents sleep. So he took the key and went down the courtyard and opened the cage to let the wild man out. As soon as he did, the wild man invited him up on his shoulders. And the little boy jumped up and off into the forest. They went together. That's the beginning of the story. But it's just the beginning. Have any of you heard that story before? Just the beginning. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to hear the middle and the end someday. The story is an ancient story. It's an old European story. Sometimes the hairy man is a hairy woman. Sometimes the little boy is a little girl. But it's a story of coming of age. And a story, I think, that speaks to everyone if they desire, in short term, very simply, very bluntly maybe, to grow up and to face their fears, to be free, to let go of the past as best you can, and go off into the forest where the sign says, don't go there. Robert Bly used to tell that story and add a lot of bits to it. But that's the beginning of the story, and I think that's enough for the moment. Any thoughts, any questions? When I chatted with Steve the other day, he was here to do the interviews, I said to him, I feel sorry for young people these days, because very few young people that I've spoken with over the years have an Iron John in their life, have a mentor, have somebody upon whose shoulders they can jump and go off into the place that people say you should go. I think it's extremely important, it's vital for healthy psychological development to be able to say, I received this from that person. It's almost like nourishment, almost like food. When I think about the people in my life, most of them dead, but some of them still living, that I can reference, and I can say, I drank this in their presence. I ate this at the table with them. And I'm not talking about food, literally, I'm talking about something much deeper in terms of psychological, emotional nourishment. I can say that. I'm very grateful to be able to do that. At a fundamental level, it says that we're not alone. Even though the persons may no longer be living, the nourishment we received lives on. That's a good thing. Today we received a tentative word that somebody who came here some years ago, a couple years ago, may have died. It looks like too young. A young person who just couldn't find what they needed. And it's a very sad tale. But my prayer is that each of us can not just find it and drink deeply and eat the nourishment that is offered, but that we can share that with others. Tomorrow there may be a visitor who's going through a difficult time. And just to be aware, just to be sensitive. And to be a welcoming presence. Everybody needs a bone. The crows will sing. close of this day, we give you thanks for for your great love for each person everywhere. May we become more and more bearers of that love, sharers of that great love. May it be so. Getting any better?
A little bit. Yes. More creative, finding new ways to come out from the side, unexpected, backwards, flipping her head backwards.
Really?
Yeah. But then she settles down quicker than she had been. So
That's good.
she just stares me right in the eye. She's trying to establish something, mainly that she's dominant. It's kind of funny.
It is funny. As long as you're okay with it.
Yeah, we're doing all right. And aren't we? Yes.
Thank you much. All right, Miss Lita. Let's hit the road. A good night's rest.
Yes.